Hey LemFam! I hope you're having an amazing day, and today we're gonna see how Jason Cohen built a billion-dollar business starting with cold email. Jason Cohen is the founder of WP Engine. I was having a chat with him the other day and he revealed to me how exactly he started his company. In this video, I want to show you the email he was sending to actually get in touch with people to get the business started, and I want to analyze why the email works and also what exactly would I personally change to make it even better. His email was divided into 4 different parts. The first part is a relevant intro to the ICP. So the ICP is the ideal customer profile. Sometimes people call it persona, and it's essentially the person that you are reaching out to as your ideal customer. Whenever you are selling something, you need to be selling it to a specific type of person. So it can be, for example, the head of marketing in B2B companies of more than 500 employees. For Jason, at that time, it was really about people using WordPress. So the intro he did was actually pretty relevant because he was saying, I'm the founder of a new WordPress hosting company. The second part is always about why exactly he's reaching out. It's designed for folks like you, so I'd love to talk about any pain you've got with WordPress and get some feedback. Here, the reason is pretty clear and the ask is simple. It's feedback. The third part of the email is to add consideration. And the reason why it's super important is because the first thing that Jason did is to actually start asking something. So straight away after that, he's saying, now I know your time is valuable. You're a consultant and I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to grab time from you. So here is basically adding consideration because he's telling to the person, I know that your time is valuable, and the goal here is not for me to just like steal your time asking things without anything in return. And that's actually where part 4 comes into consideration, where it's all about reciprocity and risk-free ask. I'm very happy to pay whatever you think is fair for an hour of your time, even if it's more than your normal hourly rate, because I appreciate it's a weird one-off thing. What is great about this part is that Jason is basically like asking for feedback, which is essentially as if you were asking for help in the street to someone you don't know. And feedback is basically the same thing. People are asking for your time, which means that either you say yes or either you say no. Most of the time when people are asking you for feedback via email, you're gonna say no because you're too busy or you're gonna just ignore the email. And that's where reciprocity and risk-free ask comes into play. Because here, he's not saying that he wants feedback for free. He's saying that he's ready to pay for the exact hourly rate the person has put on their website or is charging for existing customers. He's actually offering new business to those consultants. He's showcasing to the audience he's reaching out to that he's really here because he cares about them and he cares about their time. And by doing this, Jason was able to book almost 100 meetings with consultants, and most of them, I think it was 99% of them, never asked for any money. And the reason is simply because Jason valued their time. What is really annoying when someone is asking you something out of the blue and you don't know the person is that often you're not sure if they are valuing your time. If I tell you, okay, like I know your time is valuable, I'm ready to give you like $1,000, but do you mind spending half an hour with me talking about XYZ? By saying that, just saying those words, you feel like the person is serious about your time and you feel like it's gonna be a valuable meeting. And that's what happened with Jason. So what exactly would I change in this email? The first thing is I would add a little personalization. Just hey for me was a bit too broad. I would add at least like the first name, and on top of it, I would try to add also an icebreaker. Because he was building a WordPress hosting company, he knew that all this person had actually like their online presence set up. So for me, what could have been really great here is to add very simple personalized sentence to show that he actually did his research to the person he was reaching out to. I usually don't advise people to start an email with introducing themselves because I think that it looks like spam. Every message that I receive saying like, I'm the founder of blah, 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 blah. And this is what he did, but he did it in a smart way. Instead of risking people just like putting your message into the spam folder or just archiving your message, you need to hook from the start with something super personalized that shows that you actually did your research. Here, I would have started potentially with, I know that your time is valuable and I'm ready to pay for the amount of time I'm gonna ask you for. I know it's a one-off thing, etc., etc. I would basically start with the consideration and the reciprocity, just because you want people to be hooked from the start, because you don't want the risk of them deleting your email straight away. And the last part is the call to action. For me here, there is no real call to action. So I would have added, for example, something like, if you have a Calendly for me to book a spot, I'll be more than happy, or like a link where I can pay for your time, etc. I would have even pushed it a little bit further just to show people that you are really serious about their time. And again, I think it would have worked. I think that people will not charge if you are asking for feedback, etc. But you first need to really showcase that you care about their time. And if they ask for money, you should be able and ready to pay for it. Because in the end, even though like Jason would have paid, let's say like $100, $200, $300 per customer, I'm sure that it would have been a great investment to start the company. But apart from it, the email was short, sweet, straight to the point, and well structured. I hope it was helpful, and see you tomorrow.